Hello, everyone. I'm Shane Shatters, and welcome once again to Shane Shatters Presents Classic Indies, some of the great independent wrestling action from all over the country, specifically on the East Coast over the last 30 years. Bringing you some of the exciting action here for the next couple weeks as we head in towards Memorial Day. And as the show progresses today, we're going to have some big news regarding Memorial Day weekend. But right now, we're going to go to Petersburg, West Virginia. It's August 1997, and the Metal Maniac is taking on none other than one half of the famous Wild Samoans, the father of the world or universal heavyweight champion Roman Reigns. It's Wild Samoan Sika. Let's go down to the ring here. The referee is in the ring. That is Rick Weed. A pretty solid turnout. This would be the second event in the history of Championship Pro Wrestling. We were obviously certain to hopeful to fill the grandstand that you see in the back part of your screen there. We were unfortunately unable to do that, but we did have a solid turnout. The original main event was supposed to be Metal Maniac taking on Jimmy Snuka, but something happened with Jimmy Snuka during the course of the weekend, and to my surprise, upon arrival, Sika had come in and said, I'm taking Jimmy's place tonight. So we got a very special one here. Very unusual during that era of time to have one of the original Wild Samoans as part of an independent or any professional wrestling event. Alpha had largely retired. Of course, Alpha was the trainer of my trainer, Neil the Power Superior. There you see the Metal Maniac walking into the bottom of your screen. A well-traveled veteran from Honolulu, Hawaii. Best noted for his face makeup and his mullet. He had wrestled Snuka on many, many occasions, and remarkably had never scored a victory over him. But that rivalry burned throughout the East Coast, and the Southeast, and the West Coast for years upon years. I remember those fellas taking on each other one night in Only, Virginia, in a tag team match that had one of the most peculiar endings that I had ever witnessed up even to this date, 30 years in wrestling. He seems a little puzzled right now. I think what you're hearing in the background is the ring announcer telling the crowd that the Superfly did not make it to the fairgrounds. Yeah, and they're putting it over big. Multiple-time World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champion. And the crowd is starting to come up and give the Metal Maniac what he deserves. Sika has now been introduced to the crowd, and we're getting a pretty decent reaction from him. Hopefully we don't have a musical rights issue here. Nobody over there at Guns N' Roses is known for flipping out over certain little peculiar instances. As we mentioned earlier, fans, later on in the show, we going to mention Memorial Day weekend 2021 as we await Sika to come to the ring. Here he comes, bottom of your screen, 330-pounder. Sika looked like he could eat a human being in a bite. Metal Maniac, no slouch himself, physically speaking. A little bit of sign language going on there from the ring down to the ringside fans. Oh, there he is at ringside. Ladies and gentlemen, the world's most dangerous wrestling photographer, Tim Walker, was on hand that night. We had a strong event that night. Very good card outside in the heat in August. Oh, and Metal Maniac is on it. Sika's barely even to his feet, and Metal Maniac's bringing the goods. Firing those shots in here. Trying to take the quick advantage to try to get the big man down and get him beaten. To score an upset victory over the man from the islands. And Metal Maniac shoving that size 10 boot right into the throat of Sika. Sika to his feet. Oh, thrust right to the throat. That one definitely caught him. Definitely caught him. Oh, ripping off the ceremonial island gear and wrapping it around his throat. Metal Maniac is going for broke here in this matchup, fans. And continuing his vicious assault, Rick Weed really needs to establish some credibility here as the referee in this match, or it's going to get out of hand even worse and very quickly. Sika firing back. Firing back again, but those shots don't seem to have a lot on them. I think that Metal definitely has the advantage here. Sika was not regularly competing at the time. Metal was working every weekend, staying in better shape. Referee just not asserting himself whatsoever here on this hot August night in Petersburg, West Virginia. Oh, a big chop to the head from Sika. And again. Give me one more, brother. Give me one more. Oh, handful of face, and the advantage has been given back to the Metal Maniac. Slapping that chokehold on him again. Once again, fans, we're very excited to say that Shane Shatters presents Championship Pro Wrestling and the Independent Rewind will be bringing you their first ever televised wrestling special on Memorial Weekend. An outstanding card that we will talk about here shortly. But a great series of matches being recorded for your entertainment on the Independent Rewind YouTube channel. Shoot off. Sika with a big clothesline, but ducked. Big tackle. Drop Metal Maniac. Metal Maniac trying to get away. Trying to get out of the ring. Oh, handful of hair. What's Sika going to do with him now? What's going to happen here? Oh, thunderous. Whoa, whoa, he's paying for it. A big forearm smash across the chest. That has to feel like a telephone pole coming across the chest cavity. And into the post. And Metal Maniac drops to the dirt and grass and grimy floor area of the Petersburg Fairgrounds. Sika's going to go chase him now. This is bound to get ugly. These two men might be taking a walk, as they say. Ringside fans not entirely sure what to make of these two monstrosities fighting right out in front of them. And Metal whipped into the barricade. Uh-oh, look out. Oh, push off. And Sika hit the post hard. Hard down in the left corner of your screen as the ringside fans, shirtless and drunk, give Metal Maniac what for. Shirtless and drunk is a common theme in Petersburg, West Virginia, and Sika's thrown back into the ring, and Metal's going to chase him now. Tim Walker getting some good shots here at ringside. The best photographer in the business for my money. Hundreds of photographs in PWI, The Wrestler, Inside Wrestling, all over the magazines when that was a popular thing. Metal Maniac going for the... Is he going for a cover? I'm not so sure I wouldn't have tried to score a pin at this point. These two guys are not exactly bringing the technical wrestling aspects out in this matchup. This is a big man brawl. And so far, I'd have to say the Metal Maniac has gotten the better of it against Sika. Oh, spread eagle. Make a wish. Oh, and that wasn't it. That had to hurt. Busting the coconuts wide open there on the apron. One more time. Is he going to do the same thing again? Again. Oh, good Lord. Good thing Roman was probably about 8 or 9 years old at this point. A little bit of a distraction here. Metal Maniac seems a little... What are we doing here? Oh, I think this has mistake written all over it. Yeah. Metal Maniac going to try to come off the top. A little aerial assault. No, not going to happen. Got distracted. Sika's back up. Look out below. Big slam from the top rope. Oh, big headbutt. That landed perfectly flush. 1, 2, 3. Is that it? Seems to be there might be a little bit of confusion here. We haven't heard the bell. We haven't. Oh, there's the referee. He's giving Sika, raising his hand in a token of victory here. Ladies and gentlemen, and the Metal Maniac has not moved. Has not moved from that giant Samoan headbutt. So that's going to do it. Let's go ahead and Good, and cut from there. All right, there you just saw it, fans. The big main event of the second ever CPW event. Petersburg, West Virginia, Sika getting the victory over the Metal Maniac. I'm Shane Shadows, and stay tuned next week for more information on the May 29th Memorial Weekend event.